Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Rob, and welcome back to episode number 4 of the Washington Commanders franchise here on Madden NFL 24, where today the Washington Commanders will come back to Landover to play host to the Buffalo Bills in what is a clash of conferences between East teams that are one's in the AFC, one's in the NFC. Bills coming off of a loss last week to the Raiders. Well, we beat the Broncos, but we are still making one change to our offense despite the overtime win. Ricky Stromberg, this rookie, is going to get the start at center today as he's got a tall task in front of him against what is the best team that we've faced up to this point in the Buffalo Bills. Kickoff has occurred, so if you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. As here comes Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Allen, 445 yards so far this season, 3 touchdowns. The Madden cover boy is off to a great start to his season. Starts off his first pass of the day with one up the seam. I am also playing this game back on All-Madden, so let me know in the comment section below after watching this game. What do you think? Do you like the All-Pro game in Week 2, or would you like the All-Madden that we saw in Week 1 and Week 3? There's Damien Harris, who last week had 16 rushes for 76 yards. He's got a 5-yard carry with his first of the day. Allen will then go back to the air, where it's a short pass caught at the sticks, and there's Stephon Diggs with the first down. It's going to be hard to cover that Allen-Diggs combo today as there's an offline pass to the right for Gabe Davis. As it's now 2nd and 10. Allen in the gun. He's going to draw back, quick pass over the middle. There's the tight end Dawson Knox again, the Pro Bowler from a season ago. Has another first down for Buffalo, who's putting together a very good opening drive before Damien Harris is stuffed in the backfield. Barton and company there for the loss of 1. 2nd and 1 now. Allen back to pass. Feels some pressure. He's going to scramble outside left. Sweat cannot reach him, and Allen will actually break a tackle before sliding down at the 22-yard line. Allen, a massive individual at the quarterback position, a very tough man to bring down. As the next play, there's a catch outside the Allen-Diggs combination again with another first down. And the Bills basically in goal-to-go territory. Is Allen, well, the next play, well, the same concept, but Diggs actually drops it in the end zone. 9 times out of 10, Stephon Diggs will make that catch. Almost actually 99 out of 100. But the next play, Damien Harris will take the 10-yard run into the end zone for a touchdown. And the former New England Patriot gets the Buffalo Bills on the board first. And that'll bring up Jacoby Brissett in this Commanders offense. Brissett had a rough Week 1, but he bounced back with a very nice Week 2. He still has yet to throw a touchdown pass, but he did run one in last week and only had 3 incomplete passes in the entire game, leading the Commanders to a win in overtime. Facing a much better defense today, though, as Antonio Gibson will get the first carry of the game again after rushing for 133 yards and 30 attempts in last week's victory. He'll get the ball again here as 2nd and 6. He cuts this one outside with plenty of room to run, as that's a nice 12-yard gain for number 24, who, again, is looking to get very heavily involved in the offense in the early going. If we can get the run game established and established quickly, it relieves a lot of that pressure on Jacoby Brissett. It's now 2nd and 3. It's going to go back to Gibson for the 4th time already today, and he's got a little crease up the middle. 4 for 33 for Gibson to begin, and he's got the Washington Commanders in Bills territory. Brissett now is going to go back to pass. Quick concept to Jahan Dotson, who will have a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 now. Handoff again, Gibson up the middle. This time he's going to be wrapped up after a gain of 4. Making it 3rd and 1. Short yard situation. They're going to bring in Brian Robinson Jr., who's going to power forward for a first down, exactly what situations he is made for. He didn't have as much of an impact in Week 2, but he had a great Week 1 despite the loss to the Cardinals. As the next player is Terry McLaurin taking a pass and running with it, what he does best. And the Commanders are now in the red zone. Next play, Brissett being pressured, and off the edge, Gregory Rousseau with a sack. Nobody decided to block him. Leno completely missed his assignment. That makes it now 2nd and 23. Brissett's looking across the middle, and he's picked off. Intercepted by Jelani Tavai, the former New England Patriot who was signed last week, actually, to this Buffalo Bills squad. He picks up the first interception, 6th of the season on Brissett. And look at that man in the background. He got that leg up. Is that the punter in the background? Tavai needs to try out for a different role. Regardless, the Bills with the ball now as they're 2nd and 8 with their second possession of the day. Here's Diggs again, who's going to race forward for another first down. And, well, Stephon Diggs, the Pro Bowl X-Factor receiver, is getting himself started out nicely. Here's Dawson Knox next play, and again, another catch, 18 yards, and this Bills offense is starting to fire on all cylinders. Allen again to the air next play, wide open up the seam. There's KJ Hamler, who was also signed last week, the former Denver Bronco. gets out to the 2, and again, goal to go for the Bills. Allen's in the shotgun. He's going to hand it to Harris, who gets popped in the backfield. That was Barton shooting the gap. Nice TFL for him, his second of the day. Second and goal, Allen looks left side, has Diggs, and that's a touchdown. Stephon Diggs beats his man on the out route, and it's now 14-0 in favor of the Bills. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Buffalo making a statement early. As well, they got the ball to begin the second quarter as well. The Commanders just went 3 and out in their second possession. Start off the quarter, here's a nice pass to KJ Hamler again, and Allen as well. Only missed 3 times so far today, 10 for 13, as he's going to go back to the ground here, 1st and 10. Harris gets outside, and he rumbles for a gain of 14. And already the Buffalo Bills back out to midfield. They'll stretch it now right side. He's got great blockers that side as well. Another first down run. 7 for 40 on the day for Harris with the 1 touchdown. He's making fantasy owners very happy in the early going. Allen will go back to the air as he gets a nice slant catch to Gabe Davis, who gets popped but holds on, and then is holding his bottom on the backside as he gets hurt on that play. Next, though, Allen pressured off the edge. Jamin Davis with the sack. He gets around the edge. The Commanders finally bring us some pressure. It does get home. Forces a 3rd and 11, but it doesn't matter. An excellent catch on the outside by Dawson Knox. And the Bills get another first down. A big 3rd and long conversion. Play fake next play. Floater to the left side and laying out for it for a touchdown is Dawson Knox. The Pro Bowl tied in with an excellent possession. And the Bills, well, they now lead 21-0 as this one's already turning into a rout. Commanders, the next possession, there's a dangerous pass to one of the 2 superstar safeties that the Bills have. Thankfully, it's incomplete for Brissett. It's now 2nd and 10. He's got another chance, and well, he's going to be pressured outside the pocket, and he just throws that one away. And quickly, it's 3rd and 10 for the Commanders. Brissett drops back to pass, fires left side, has McLaurin. There's a big first down. As Ricky Stromberg, the rookie center who's getting a start today, actually leaves with a wrist injury. Next play, Gibson gets it, and he's stuffed, as that's a loss of 2. Greg Rousseau again in the backfield. Now 3rd and 12 for the Commanders, trying to set up a screen here for Gibson. It actually works. Blockers out in front, and he's going to pick up the first down. Gain of about 14. And that's enough to keep this drive alive. Next possession, Commanders bring it in tight. Brissett drops back to throw, fires right side. There's Terry McLaurin again on the crossing pattern. He races inside the 10, and the Commanders are now goal to go again. Can we get another touchdown? Brissett on the naked bootleg checks it down to Gibson, who goes airborne, but doesn't get past as he gains to the 4-yard line. 2nd and 4, they bring in Brian Robinson for the short yard situation, but he gets absolutely overwhelmed in the backfield. Poona Ford and company gets there. Stuffs him now 3rd and goal from the 5. Brissett, nothing open, checks it down to Gibson, who does break a tackle, but cannot get through the outstretched arms of Jordan Poyer. And the Commanders, despite being down by 21, are going to kick the field goal. Maybe a controversial decision, but the Commanders just want some points, and they will get it. But they still trail by 18, as it's now 21-3 Buffalo. Next possession for the Bills. How about this pass? Allen fits the needle. Somehow gets that ball to Stephon Diggs. Kendall Fuller with excellent coverage, but just an even more excellent throw. Next play, Allen outside the pocket, looks right, and there's KJ Hamler again for a gain of 8, as Allen has already got 214 yards and 2 touchdowns, and there's still 5 minutes to go in the first half. He's going to get more passing yards on this play as Hamler, well, actually doesn't, because nice play out there by Forbes to stop him shy. And now it's 3rd and 2. Bills in the pistol handed to Harris, who has the first down and a little bit more as he rumbles to the 29-yard line, and the Commanders just continue to not be able to get off the field on 3rd down on defense. Next play, they go back to Harris, and this time Jonathan Allen will blow it up, but unfortunately for the Commanders, Emmanuel Forbes comes out for a little bit, holding his ribs. He would be okay in the long haul. But now it's 3rd and 8 for Buffalo. Allen in the pocket, not feeling any pressure, give him too much time. He just checks it down to Knox, who will be short of the first down, and that'll result in 3 more points, for the Bills. And then now lead 24-3 at the 2-minute warning. We'll see if the Commanders can do anything. At least they get the ball to begin the second half, as here's 2nd and 4. That's not going to go anywhere. Gibson driven out of bounds, and this is a big 3rd down for the Commanders. Bills show pressure. They bluffed as Brissett floats a dangerous pass to the left side. Thankfully, nobody was ready for that pass. And the Commanders punt, and the Bills have another chance to get some more points. With a minute to go here in the first half, as there's a pass outside, Bills immediately call timeout. 2nd and 7 now. Allen in the gun, faces no pressure. The pass rush has been very lackluster today. Chase Young definitely missed in this ball game. Connects with Diggs outside, And the Bills already at about midfield with about 30 seconds left to go in the half. Still have 2 timeouts. They didn't use one there as Allen will scramble outside the pocket, get a little bit of open space, and he does get out of bounds. So he'll preserve those timeouts. About 22 seconds left now to go after a timeout used by the Bills. As Allen up the seam, that one will be a first down. And the Bills, they have one more timeout. They're just going to run down the clock, use it, set up for a 45-yard field goal. As Tyler Bass from the left hash up and through. And the Bills will lead 27-3 going into the second half. This one was turned into a rout, but the Commanders, can they make this any sort of respectable? We'll have to find out in the second half. So it's been a rough going here for Washington in Week 3 at home, but let's at least see how other teams are doing in the National Football League. The 49ers, they're hosting the New York Giants. They won 21-7 as well. The man who got paid this offseason, Daniel Jones, only had 106 yards and an interception. Not playing like the $160 million man, but, I mean, who could have guessed that? Second game we'll take a look at is down in Jacksonville, where the Jaguars play host to their division rival Texans. They currently 21-7. Stroud's got the Houston out to a 2-0 start to their season, but they face an uphill battle if they want to go 3-0. Then lastly, up in Baltimore, the Ravens playing host to the Indianapolis Colts, and they're currently 21-14. The Colts are winless on the season, but even more surprising, so are the Ravens. Can they get their first win of the season? Now time to see if the Commanders can turn around in the second half. At least they start off with the football, even though they're down by 24 points. And they start off with a quick connection to Bates for a gain of 3. Second and 7 now. Brissett back to throw again. Finds McLaurin at the sticks. He will just get enough for a first down. First and 10 now. Handoff to Gibson inside. And Gibson's going to get stuffed. And he puts the ball on the ground. And it's recovered by Von Miller and the Buffalo defense. A horrid start to the second half. That couldn't have gone any worse for the Washington Commanders on their first offensive possession. Next play, Buffalo Bills have the ball in plus territory already, and there's a quick connection outside to the wide receiver. Next play, Damian Harris gets the run right side. He's inside the 10, down at the 6. Goal to go already for the Bills. They're already looking to add even more points to this ball game. Allen right side. That one is dropped. Stephon Diggs. Oh, excuse me. That was just a nice pass breakup by Jamin Davis. That was not Stephon Diggs. Next handoff to Harris, who gets to about the 4. So it is 3rd and goal now for the Buffalo Bills. Allen comes in the shotgun, trips to his right. He's going to look that way, has a man, but it's just not going to get in the end zone. It's 4th and goal. And at least the Bills kicked 3, but now they're up by 4 possessions. 30-3 Buffalo as Brissett again take 2. There's a quick pass for a gain of 4, puts him at about midfield. 2nd and 6. Brissett with the handoff. Gibson absolutely nowhere to go. Gets stuffed up the middle. Logan Thomas is even hurt on the play. And just like that, now 3rd and 8 for the Commanders. Brissett back to pass in all sorts of trouble. All 4 Bills in the backfield. Ed Oliver gets the sack, and this has just turned ugly in the second half. Commanders did not come to play. As the Bills again with the football, short check down pass to Harris, who turns it into a massive gain, a gain of about 18 yards to be specific. Bills at the 33 of Washington, another slant pattern gets a first down, as that is Shakir with the grab. Now out to the 22-yard line, tight here, 1st and 10. Allen with plenty of time to throw, looks left side, has a man at the sticks again. Shakir with another grab, and Allen, well, he's over 300 yards passing. 2nd and 3, quick pass there to Stephon Diggs, who gets it down to about the 3. Bills again knocking on the door for 6. They come in with 3 tight ends here, one across the formation to the left. Allen's going to throw out of it up the middle, and well, that's caught. Easy touchdown. Dawson Knox for his 2nd of the day. The Bills now leading 37-3, and this couldn't get any worse, right? Well, Brissett gets picked off again. Tre'Davious White jumps the route because receivers on All-Madden just love to just cut up field instead of boxing out the defenders. That one should have been caught, but instead, just for some reason, they want to run up field in a post pattern, and well, it's the 2nd pick of the day for Brissett. Nonetheless, next play, touchdown, 24 yards, Stephon Diggs. This is an absolute blowout as the Bills are riding high. Commanders' next possession. Look who's coming out, though. Sam Howell gets his first look of the season. Brissett has been benched. They want to see what they can do with Sam Howell. As first play, hands off to Gibson, who gets nothing. 2nd and 10 now. Howell looks across the middle. There's Jahan Dotson for a gain of 4. And it's 3rd and 6. Howell in the gun. Takes the snap. There's a holding on the play. This play will not count. Howell does scramble for a nice first down. But unfortunately, it was all for naught because Charles Leno was holding on that left side. So instead of a first down, it's going to be 3rd and 16. Howell empty. Looks across the middle, fires left side, and he gets picked off. Teron Johnson jumps the corner out. Another interception for the Commanders. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. Bills up 44-3. And guess what? They're knocking for more points. At the 11 of Washington, Allen in the pocket steps up, going to run with it. Nobody's home, and that's a touchdown for the Bills. Number 17 puts it in the end zone. They have a 50-burger in this one. It's 51-3, and well, make matters worse, Howell gets picked off again across the middle as Milano will get the interception. And let's just go to the end of this one because there was also a torn labrum on our right guard. This one turned ugly. Ron Rivera, I guess, broke the glasses again and is unhappy. The 58-10 game for the Bills. Yeah, I'm not playing on All-Madden anymore. It's ridiculous. The interceptions are out of control. I thought the Week 2 game against the Broncos was a lot better in terms of gameplay, and I think we're just going to stick with Armors and Swords All-Pro set. I think it just greatly overlooked the difficulty that All-Madden was going to be, so I'm sorry for the blowout game. We also, remember, like I said, Braden Daniels got hurt, our right guard. He's going to miss 3 weeks of the torn labrum, so our only right guard is Chris Paul. He's switching from the basketball to the NFL. Just kidding, this is a different Chris Paul, but he is our only starting right guard that's listed on the roster. We'll have to see what happens with that position going into the next game. Before we get into the end of Week 3, let's take a look at our 4 featured games of the week. Starting off with the featured game on Fox, the Cowboys went to Arizona to face the Cardinals, and the Cowboys win 21-13. They keep their perfect season alive. The Big D is 3-0. Stephon Gilmore of the Cowboys has 7 tackles, 1 TFL, and an INT. The former NFL Defensive Player of the Year, still playing at a very high clip. The featured game of the week for CBS was the Chargers traveling to Minnesota to face the Vikings. The Vikings stay undefeated on the season. They win 24-17. The Chargers now 1-2 on the season. A very slow start for the Bolts. Dwayne McBride for the Vikings had 2 carries, and both of them went in the end zone for a touchdown. So I bet fantasy owners are very happy for that, as he just vultured 2. But nonetheless, the Vikings are 3-0. Keep the 3-0 trend alive. How about the Raiders? They're 3-0. They went on Sunday Night Football against the Pittsburgh Steelers 21-14, a week after the Steelers and Kenny Pickett threw for 4 touchdowns against the Browns. They put up only 14 points against the Raiders. Josh Jacobs had a heck of a day, 18 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown to keep Las Vegas undefeated on the season. Not undefeated teams in this one, but on Monday Night Football, the Eagles, who we actually play next, went to Tampa Bay and beat the Buccaneers 35-21. The Eagles now 2-1 on the season. Tampa Bay 1-2. DeAndre Swift, 21 carries, 75 yards, and 2 touchdowns led the way for the Philadelphia Eagles. That does it for the Week 3 stuff. Next week, we'll go to Philly to face the aforementioned Philadelphia Eagles, the NFC champions, and this is not going to be an easy matchup as well. We got to deal with Jalen Hurts and that offense, and on defense, they're very much stacked as well. I don't think they're as talented as the Buffalo Bills, but we definitely have our hands full, especially if we just gave up 59 points to the Bills. And going into that game, Jacoby Brissett will be the starter. Sam Howell did not play very good in that relief. Yes, the Bills are a very tough defense. I almost didn't want to put him in the game for that reason, but I feel like, why not? We were down by so much. But Jacoby Brissett will get the Week 4 start, regardless of how they've played so far. But thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below. I cannot tell you guys enough the support for this series has got early on. It's been absolutely amazing. I love you all. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.